They tried to silence him. They tried to bury his voice under fear and power. But Ibrahim Traore, the young revolutionary leader of Burkina Faso, has broken through the noise. His words now reach across oceans, carrying a message to Black Americans, a message of unity, power, and destiny. When a leader speaks, the world often listens with skepticism. Politicians talk every day, making promises and issuing statements that are forgotten as soon as they are spoken. But Ibrahim Traore is not a politician of empty words. He is a soldier, a man who rose from the ground up, someone who has seen his people suffer under the weight of foreign exploitation and still found the courage to stand against it. That courage has turned him into a symbol, not just for Africa, but for the Black diaspora everywhere. And now, his message is not only for Africans, it is for Black Americans, a call that carries urgency, history, and truth. Traore's words are a bridge across time and oceans. He reminds Black Americans that their story did not begin in chains on the plantations, nor in the streets where civil rights were fought, but in the heart of Africa, where their ancestors built kingdoms, crafted civilizations, and ruled with dignity long before the world sought to erase their history. His voice calls across the Atlantic, "You are not forgotten. You are not outsiders. You are us, and we are you." In a world where Black Americans face systemic racism, economic inequality, and cultural erasure, this reminder carries power. For centuries, systems have been designed to strip away identity to make Black Americans see themselves as disconnected from Africa, to create a wall between the children of the continent and those who were taken. But Traore's message tears down that wall. He speaks of unity, not as an idea but as a weapon, because unity is dangerous to those who profit from division. Imagine for a moment the strength of two worlds, colliding: Africa rising from the chains of neocolonialism and Black America rising from the chains of systemic oppression. Together they would form a force so great that no empire could contain it. This is the vision Traore shares, not as a dream, but as a mission. He knows the truth of history. He knows that whenever Black people across the globe have come together, real change has shaken the world. From the Haitian Revolution that sent fear through colonial empires, to the Pan-African movements led by leaders like Kwame Nkrumah and Marcus Garvey, unity has always been the greatest threat to oppression. Traore's call to Black Americans is an echo of that history, but also a step forward into a future where such unity is not only possible but necessary. "Your struggle is our struggle," he tells them. "Your freedom is our freedom." And in those words lies the recognition of shared pain, but also shared hope. Black Americans know the taste of injustice, of systems designed to hold them down. Africans know it too, the pillaging of their lands, the manipulation of their politics, the theft of their resources. Both are victims of the same machine, though on different shores, and both must see that their liberation cannot be separate, but bound together. For Black Americans, this message is more than symbolic. It is a reminder to never forget their roots, their identity, their power. Too often, narratives have been written to disconnect them from Africa, to portray the continent as weak, unstable, and unworthy of connection. But Traore stands as living proof that Africa is not a land of weakness. It is a land of resilience, of rebirth, of leaders unafraid to speak truth even when it threatens global powers. By calling out to Black Americans, he invites them to see Africa not through the eyes of their oppressors, but through the eyes of kinship. And what does this mean in reality? It means Black Americans can look to Africa as more than heritage. They can see it as a partner, a homeland that is rising with them. It means building bridges of culture, of business, of education, of solidarity. It means refusing to let media and politics define Africa as other, and instead embracing it as home. For Traore, this connection is not optional. It is survival. Because as long as Africans and Black Americans are divided, the forces that oppress them both remain strong. He does not flatter Black America. He challenges them. He reminds them of the legacy of Malcolm X, of Martin Luther King Jr., of Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass. He says,